Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, but hey, I've been working through some things to try and get the channel up to par and working on some creative stuff. So today, just want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on with me, couple life updates, and just kind of chill vibe and talk a little bit about some art. With that being said, let's get into it. So, kind of a couple things that I have been talking about in my last couple videos is me just trying to get back into being more creative again. That starts with coming up with things to put on the channel, kind of getting a new aesthetic going on here, redoing my Sona. And the reason why I want to get back into getting more creative is because, major life update, I actually just got laid off from my job that I've had for the last 5 years. Yeah, not really fun. I was a victim of the oldie but a goodie corporate layoffs, and it kind of came out of nowhere. So, yeah, on top of other major things that have gone on this year, this was not on my bingo card. But shit happens. So, we're just going to keep moving forward and roll with the punches and just get back to what I lost in working so much over the last few years, especially since we moved here to the Midwest. And that starts with getting really back into my artwork and trying new things. With that said, though, I am seriously out of practice, which is why this little meme challenge, hairstyles challenge, was great practice, not only for my line work, but to also streamline my rendering process. It has become a running joke at this point that my rendering process is trash. And by trash, I mean absolutely slow. Like finishing one piece every 2 to 3 weeks at most. Now, a lot of that was because I was working a lot, and so my computer time, especially working from home, was sort of mixed. And I found myself getting burned out a lot, especially when it came to screen time. So, because of that, my process suffered. And what better way to get back into it than with multiple headshots, with multiple line works that almost killed me. I'm not even lying. Line work is not my favorite part of the process, like so many other artists out there. So forcing myself to do this line work in these 5 pieces was challenging, to say the least. And part of the reason, at least for me, why I dislike line work so much is because sometimes when you do a sketch and you do a sketch and they look great, it looks fantastic, it's fluid, it's got motion, it doesn't really translate when you do the line art. And for me as an artist, I've had to learn that line art has to be good, not perfect. And when I say good, I'm talking about good for you, right? Not good for anybody else, not good compared to anybody else, good for you. So for me, this line work was actually pretty good. I had said that it was probably some of my best line work that I've done in a while. So I was having a good time doing these poses and getting to my favorite part, which is coloring. Coloring is my favorite part of the process. But like I said, I needed to streamline my process a little bit more. So I went into Clip Studio Paint, went through some assets, and was just trying to find things to help streamline my process a little bit. One of the things that a friend recommended to me was using gradients a lot more in order to introduce lighting, to introduce different dynamics, and to help in my shading process. And I have to say, it was a tip that I really appreciated because I was having a lot of fun playing around with the lighting, the layers, and just kind of playing around with colors and different layer settings. And I was finding that I was having fun with art again. And since it had been a while since I played around with Clip Studio Paint, there were some features that I really wanted to try out. One of those features was the shading assist that came with the latest update in the program, I believe. And honestly, I was also having a lot of fun with it. It's not perfect. Some of the coloring comes out a little wonky. You can see here that there are like some weird lines of color that just kind of went over some of the pieces, especially some of the hair. But I didn't find that too off-putting, considering that I could just smooth it out, shade it out, and I was planning to add bits and bobs on top of those pieces and correct the shading myself. But it did help me place lighting, so I was having fun with it. It was really experimental, but good if you want to streamline your process a little bit quicker, especially when you do challenges like this, or at least for me, it helped a lot. Especially since I wanted these 5 headshots to look cohesive and consistent, so it was really helping me know where to put the highlights and where to put the shadows and make it look like at least all 5 of these were in similar lighting. And seeing how this was a hairstyle challenge, I was really having a lot of fun playing around with the different assets Clip Studio Paint had for hair, and I was so happy that I went ahead and did the Sona redesign because I am loving the design on here, and I honestly think that this looks so cute, if I do say so myself. Good to know that the outfit works with different hairstyles. I will say, doing this challenge and kind of looking back on it, I did need to tone down the highlight a little bit, but hey, who doesn't love a little sparkle now and again? Now, some of these came out really cute and I really love. There are some things that I can definitely work on, especially in my personal opinion. I think my skin rendering can use a little bit more refinement, but other than that, I think they came out cute. So which one is your favorite? I have to say my favorite is probably the long hair, which when I was doing the sketch and when I was rendering it out, I didn't think it would be my favorite, but it came out super cute. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm still testing out new layouts and things for the channel, so if you guys see something that you like, don't hesitate to leave it down in the comments and let me know. Until then, see you guys next time. Bye!